What's up? How you doing? Beautiful night tonight. Beautiful night. I'm very excited. I got the new Dylan Leblanc album. Dylan Leblanc album. I'm a big fan of this musician. I'm a big fan. Coyote, the fifth album from Dylan Leblanc, recorded at Fame Studios in Muscle Shoals. I don't know how you say that. Shoals, Alabama. It includes a download. Yeah, I discovered him through, I think years ago, because I get Mojo and Uncut magazines, and I was reading some of the reviews. I had no idea who he was. And for some reason, I read the review and it hit me just right. So I went to the music store and I bought the album. And a couple of songs spoke to me, but the one that really spoke really loud into my head, Fifth Avenue Bar. Great song. Unbelievable. It makes me feel it. I feel, I'm connected to it. I hear it. As a matter of fact, I actually shot a video for that in a bar. So you can find it somewhere on my channel. It's called Fifth Avenue Bar. And the place I shot the video in is a place where the outside of the building was used for a Billy Joel album. And at first I thought that album, the cover was somewhere in New York, some little town in New York. But then I did some investigation and I found out that the album cover it's a drawing, but it's based on a building down in San Pedro. So I went down there, I located the building, and I noticed that the first floor was a bar, one of those old-time bars. So I went in there, and it was one other person besides me was in there. And I got a seat, and there was a couple of waitresses or bartenders, whatever. I don't know if they were doing both jobs. And I asked them, I said, is it possible I could shoot some video in here? And they said, as long as you're not a professional movie maker and you got to go sell it somewhere, then you need permits. And I said, I'm not. So she said, go ahead. So I sat there and I shot a video, and the soundtrack to that video is Fifth Avenue Bar, the song, which is an extraordinary song. This guy's an extraordinary artist. I liked him anyway, so I read the review and I bought it, and I listened to that album non-stop. At first, I thought it was a little bit like, a little bit too mellow for me, a little bit. But then the more I listened to it, the better it got. It was like that wine thing. And then not too long ago, I forget what year it was, a few years ago, when he released Renegade. And I read a review and they were saying that people were disappointed that he went electric. Those people don't know what they're talking about. This is a great album. It's a great album. It's like when Bob Dylan went electric, everybody was like, what's he doing? He's going electric, so what? But anyway, the song Renegade by Dylan LeBlanc is a gem. I put it on the vehicle, I crank it up. It's nice guitar, great lyrics. Even says the F word in there, places it nice and smoothly inside that song. So anyway, I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna open it soon and play it. I haven't heard even one song. I didn't even know this was out. So I went and got, what did I get? I got Mojo. I got Mojo the other day, and I was reading the album reviews in the back. And I'm flipping and I'm reading and I'm reading. All of a sudden I see Dylan LeBlanc. I had no idea, because I go to his website every once in a while and I check out if a new album is being released. Nothing. It was just crickets. Every time I go, it was crickets. And then all of a sudden, this thing popped up. So I'm very excited about that. Can't wait to hear it. Made in Czech Republic. Czech Republic. I like the cover. It's like this Coyote is unbeatable. Can't kill it. Look at all these arrows in there. Anyway, put this aside for a second. Got steak tonight. Tonight is steak night. I got baked potatoes in the oven. Big baked potatoes. And then I have steaks. Went to Bristol Farm earlier tonight. And I got prime. I got 2 New York strip. These are prime. Get that. Prime. Nice and tender. And then I got 1 ribeye, but my wife doesn't like them too thick. So I told the guy, give me 1 and cut it in half. So this is 1 ribeye cut in half. So this is a ribeye, but we cut it in half. Cut that. They're both prime. You don't want to get caught up with choice, unless you put brolamine on it or something. Let it sit overnight. Get nice and tender. Anyway, I'm going to season this. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Got the fire going. And a couple of minutes I want to put the steaks on there. And then go inside. Baked potatoes are done. But hoping there's something good on television. Like the Love Boat. I could go for some Love Boat tonight. So yeah, I was thinking earlier about Gavin MacLeod, the actor that played Captain Steubing on the Love Boat. And I was thinking, there's one guy that did not get typecast. Or typecasted it. He didn't get the typecast that other actors during his time were getting, like Bob Denver, Gilligan's Island, all those guys. Leave It to Beaver, Jerry Mathers. What was his name? Ken Osmond or Olsen? Guy that played Eddie Haskell. Couldn't get jobs after that show because they were considered, everybody thought of them as that in that role always, like the Brady Bunch. Those guys, the girls guys, all of them could not get jobs after, not many, very few jobs in acting. So Gavin MacLeod was, is that his name, Gavin MacLeod? Doesn't sound right for some reason. Gavin MacLeod, maybe. But anyway, he played on Hawaii Five-0 that chicken, dirty chicken, what was his name? Fat Chicken. Played a bad guy. And then he went from that bad guy to being this lovable captain. Always giggling, always, cracking jokes. So didn't bother him any. They didn't say, hey, you play that bad guy in Hawaii Five-0, we cannot use you as the captain of this ship. But he got a job. The other thing I find funny about the Love Boat is that in today's world, they'd get fired. I mean, always flirting with the passengers, dating the passengers. How many people do you know that go on a cruise ship and end up dating the doctor on that cruise? That doesn't happen. But on that ship, you know, every episode they had different women. Even Gopher was getting some action. But the captain of the ship was bringing passengers in his cabin. That doesn't happen. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I like that show. You know, but it's a good night for that. Good night for the Love Boat. Anyway, I'm going to cook this stuff because it's getting late, and then we're going to eat. So that's it for now. Ciao.